Okay, hello everyone. This is Ali and Maziar Moini from Home Leader Realty pre-construction team. Today we have Natalia Diamond and Sophia Pashni, Sales Manager and Director of Sales from Empire Communities, and Head of Sales for the super popular Empire Quay House project. We're about to launch one of the last but greatest projects left on the waterfront. Natalia, Sophia, thank you so much for finding time in this very busy schedule of yours and meet with us today.
Thank you for having us.
Yes, thank you for having us.
Let's make this short and sweet for our investors. So tell us about the developer Empire and the key players behind this project and how experienced they are, about their financials and their experiences.
So I'm going to start off. So Empire Communities was founded in 1993. After over 25 years of growth, Empire is now one of North America's largest private home builders, established both in Canada and the United States. We're in actually 6 regions, 81 communities we have, and have built over 20,000 new homes and condominiums. Key ownership on the executive team side would be Dan Gazzetti, our president, Andrew Gazzetti, our executive vice president and CFO, and Paul Moini, our executive vice president of industry relations. Dan Floman is also the executive vice president of Empire Communities. So we also have our manager, which is here with us today, and Natalia Diamond. Corp are the architects on the project. They have 35 years experience and with great success. This building is very unusual as it's not very tall, but it has a broad floor plate. So it actually offers over 80 floor plans.
Super. That was really covering some of my questions, actually. Now, knowing their experience and capabilities, why did they choose to build this project with those experience? And give us some highlights on demographic, access, transportation, and who's going to be drawn to this location, please, would you?
The area is really, really transforming at a rapid pace, and Empire wanted to be a part of that growth. Just this year, since COVID has hit, since March, Empire Communities has done over 680 sales. So it's, we're really doing well during this unprecedented time. But Quay House is, as for the area, Quay House is surrounded by the Tech Hub, which includes the new Waterfront Innovation Center. It's directly across the street. That's set to bring up to 40,000 new jobs once it's completed. The new Toronto Google office, which is supposed to bring up to 5,000 new jobs. And then the biggest commercial retail project underway. So that would be East Harbor. That's 60 acres on the east side of the DVP at Lakeshore. Also said to bring over 50,000 jobs once completed. You have Georgetown Waterfront Campus just a stone's throw away. That's home of their School of Design and Center for Health and Sciences. Quay House is almost directly across from Sugar Beach. It's a 5-minute walk from, and I'm not sure if you guys know this, Sherbourne Common. It's a fantastic new waterfront park with an outdoor skating rink. We're downtown, but we're still east, so it's very calm. It's just steps away from the downtown core. There's a massive Loblaws just 1 block away, and a lot of other smaller walkable grocery stores. You also have the TTC stop directly in front of the building, which takes you directly to the Union Station. The walk score for the address is 86%, and the transit and biking score is actually 98%. I think that this location has something for everybody. You have the students, you have people that love outdoors, people that want to be close to the city as well but love outdoors, boat lovers, people that are in the financial and tech industry because it's so close to those the proximity to those areas.
Next question is, what's currently surrounding this project? What do you used to expect?
I'll take this one. Right now, if you come down to the site, you'll notice we're surrounded by quite a bit of construction, which is actually great because it shows that the neighborhood is changing. And once Quay House is built, that construction will be complete and there'll be a whole host of new amenities in the neighborhood. Right across the street on the south side, we have the new Waterfront Innovation Center, which is under construction. That will be 12 stories tall. And to the west, we have the existing 130 Queens Quay office condos, which are 11 and 14 stories, plus, of course, the mechanical on top. So for your clients who want a water view, we are estimating about 15th floor or higher to get a bit of a water view on either the south, the east, or the west sides. Just keep in mind that our building is just 21 stories, so those views are very limited. What we're really focusing on are is the fantastic livability of the neighborhood, the community. And so even without a water view, we have an incredible courtyard overlooking a third floor green roof, which will be about 80 feet wide by 50 feet deep. 50 feet being a larger distance than a lot of condos downtown are between each other. So I love the idea of looking into a quiet green space rather than a busy street front. And I think that's a fantastic location within the building as well.
I'm already thinking of having a drink in hand and enjoying time over there already, so that's perfect. So would you tell us about the unit mixes as well? Like what are the mixes of the unit 1, 2, 3 bedrooms kind?
Sure. We have at Quay House a total of 463 suites, and they will be a mix, full range from studios, 1 bedroom, 1 plus den, 2 bedroom, 2 plus den, and 3 bedrooms. The suites range in size from 339 square feet up to just over 1,100 square feet. And we have about 70% of the building is comprised of the smaller units, the studios, 1 bedroom, 1 plus dens. 15% are 2 bedroom and 2 plus den. And then we've set aside 10% of the building for the larger 3 bedroom suites. Because right now we are already finding that there's a lot of end user interest, meaning that a lot of people are buying to live in this building rather than just rent it out. So I think a big part of that is because of our great layouts and larger suites that we're offering as well.
Absolutely.
Ladies, how do our investors make money with us, and why pre-construction condos?
Well, so I'll take this one. I believe investing in pre-construction condos is one of the surest ways to grow your money. I mean, when investing in condominiums, your investment increases in value from the first day you purchase, and will continue to appreciate until you sell the unit, really. I think it's a long-term investment strategy and a great way to yield a passive income. The fact that you are in complete control of your investment makes it one of the safest ways to invest. You can buy, sell, rent when you really want to, depending on the market. So I think that, I mean, pre-construction it's the only way I invest, I'll be honest with you.
And it's hands off.
Exactly.
Well, that was a short version. We can go through the longer version, of course, in the calculation, but that was really to the point. Thank you. So what makes this project unique compared to other launches, if you may? Like we have other projects that have been launched, and I have yet over than 600 people registered for this project. What makes this unique, basically, this project?
Well, it sounds cliche, but location. The neighborhood amenities, the revitalization of the neighborhood, it really ensures the growth in price. The close proximity to the highway, Billy Bishop Airport, and the population is booming here. The waterfront area has increased their population by 52% between 2016 and 2019. The outdoor amenities are like no other in the downtown area. And again, it's peaceful, it's calmer than the downtown core, but you're still steps away from that hustle and bustle.
As an investor, how do I know prior to allocation which units are more affordable to me?
Good question. Well, I don't have the full pricing available just yet. I can tell you that our average price point is about $13.60 per square foot in the building, which gives you a better idea. I give you, our studios are starting in the high 400s. 1 bedrooms in the very low 600s. 1 plus dens, you're looking at about 700s. 2 bedrooms in the 800s, and 3 bedrooms from about the $1 million mark. You can expect the views on the higher floors, of course, with the prime views to have premium prices. So expect those prices to be up, above 1,400 a square foot. And some of the lower levels, you're looking as low as mid 1,200s per square foot. So that gives you an idea.
Natalia, what's the premium per floor for this project?
It does vary. It's typically 1,000 per floor, but in this building we have both 9-foot ceilings and 10-foot ceilings, and they vary from floor to floor. So those premiums do jump around a little bit. And because we know from the 15th floor and up, you will get a better view. There is a bigger premium on those suites as well.
Understood.
Yeah, well, overall, you're much better than average, as you mentioned, so you're below that kudu. That's very good. But the other question popped up was, because so many of the users are coming to this kind of neighborhood, will my condo be ready on time, or will my deposit be protected if there is any changes or loss in deposit, or perhaps, God forbid, the developer folds? Can you just explore on that?
Yeah, absolutely. Very good question. In my experience, and I've been selling condos since 2007, it's a long time, in Toronto, unfortunately, I don't think I've ever seen a condominium ready quite on time. There's always a lot of outside factors that affect the construction. They're beyond the builder's control, and they could be weather related, they could be construction strikes, they could be COVID, So I always tell my buyers to expect about 6 months, give or take, from the occupancy date that we give them to what it might actually be. And the deposits, yes, absolutely, they are protected. Tarion protects the first $20,000 of the deposits. And then beyond that, the lawyers have a private insurance on the remaining amount. And so remember that when you're purchasing a pre-construction condo, the deposits you're giving are not going to the builder. They're going into the lawyer's trust account, and they keep that money safe. So with Empire, we're working with Harris Schaefer, which is widely recognized as one of Canada's largest boutique law firms that specialize in pre-construction, commercial, and residential real estate since 1992. So it's a big name to trust as well as far as the lawyers go.
Construction costs are skyrocketing nowadays. As an investor, how do I make sure, or how do I know if the project is going to get built? Is the project approved?
So yes, the site is approved. I know there has been a lot of kind of chatter in the industry regarding the market and the prices and the costs. There have been a couple developers that not being able to fulfill their obligations. I guess a nice way to put it. I think there are a couple different reasons why. So you have your time frame to get all these approvals from the city, mismanagement of financials, and the construction costs that have increased significantly over the last 10 years. I think where you need to be careful when purchasing in any condominium project is if they are lower than market value, or what you would call like a steal. There is so many variables to take into consideration when pricing a building out. You have development charges, construction costs, interest on the lending costs, and land costs, to just name a few. Those things need to be projected for years in advance. I know Empire's team, they have a very large team that helps, they're so informed on the potential changes in the industry. They perform with all of these things in mind. Although we may not be the cheapest product out there, but we ensure that we will build the project. And Empire they understand pricing, they understand where the market is going, and they have an in-depth understanding of approvals and construction costs. So we're really able to capitalize on selling prices while still maintaining their velocity in sales.
That's very good news. What is the payment and deposit structure for our purchasers in opening lounge?
So our deposits, our standard deposit is a total of 20% by occupancy, and I'll break it down for you, but I want to tell you this deposit structure that we're coming out with, I have never seen Empire offer such an extended deposit. We are taking right now $5,000 on signing the agreement, balance to 2.5% in 30 days, 2.5% in 60 days, then 5% in 150 days, 5% 540 days, and 5 on occupancy. So to break that down in another way, you're putting 5% down this year, you're putting 5% down in 2021, 5% in 2022, and then 5% in 2024 when the building will be ready. So I think that's a fantastic deposit structure.
100%. Impossible. That's very good.
Will your sales center be open to general realtors or public?
No, absolutely not. Not for a while yet. Starting August 5th, we are only working exclusively with our Empire Elite Brokers, which includes Home Leader Realty, and no outside agents or the public yet.
So I guess that covers kind of, but to elaborate, what does Elite Club Access means, and are the investors getting a better price, incentives, access for variation of the options, and what in context, I guess they can expect if they act right away?
So it means that our Elite Brokers are the ones who actually get the first access to sell with Empire. Home Leader is part of our Elite Broker group because you've supported Empire's projects in the past. You have a great client base. We trust that you will have solid buyers, and we kind of like working with you. So that all puts you together against our Elite Club. And so not only do you get the first access to the best selection of units in the building, you also get access to our Elite Broker preview pricing and the best incentives, which are, I can tell you now, guaranteed to go up when we launch to other groups and into the public.
Absolutely. I just want to refresh. I guess I'm just thinking at the time we launched, if you remember, by the time about 20 years ago, 15 years ago, people were lining up in the street, if you remember, and that was in Etobicoke launch, and they actually literally have to sleep on the street for, I don't know, was it 10 days or so?
Oh, yeah.
And to also add to that, I can assure you that this deposit structure won't be extended for a long period of time. So that's why it's really important that your clients utilize, your access.
And last but not the least, what should our ready-to-move investors do?
So I would recommend that your investors register with you at Home Leader Realty. I know both of you, again, like Natalia said, have been an integral part of Empire's success with previous projects. When your clients register with you, ensure that they get the early access. I ask them, they should probably fill out a worksheet, provide government issue ID and checks, just so that the process is seamless and stress-free. I want to also tell you not to wait, because this is an amazing opportunity, and you really just don't want to miss out. We've had so much, hype on the project. It's going crazy. So I don't wait.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Natalia. Sophia, we appreciate your time. Our investors, we've started lining up our worksheets for the Inner Circle investors. The submission is August 5th, 12 o'clock on the dot.
Oh my God.
To what Sophia said. Sorry, go ahead.
No, sorry, I said we wish you all the success.
Thank you very much. To add to what Sophia said, I always say, don't wait to buy real estate, buy real estate and wait.
I know, because you know what, I said the same thing about EDS, and now I'm kicking myself. So it just proves, you think that maybe the prices are a little high or whatever, and then, come 4 or 5 years from now, you'll be kicking yourself. So
you've been there. We've all been there. But thank you very much. Having said all of those, thank you for basically sharing your time with us, and looking forward to work with you guys closer. With distance as well, but closer, and then try to get all of those deals done. Thank you very much, everybody.
Thank you so much for having us.
See you soon.